driven, major fraud, breathless body, diamond bones, wanna be it, wanna feel it.
Welcome to Transcend Money Community. My name is Tony, and today's video, as always, we are going to analyze the price of Bitcoin, Solana with the order book. And right now we have a critical situation where look what we happened from the prediction we had yesterday. We had this two resistance, and you can see that we had friction here. By the way, I'm gonna share this chart so every day you can check the new positions. Welcome to everyone. Welcome, Edgar. Fantastic. That unbelievable. All the Spanish people is here. So I'm sharing the chart, and here you can follow where we put the supports and resistance, and look how incredible precise from yesterday. We were here. We broke the first one, we make it support, and then we went for the second one, and we touched the 79.99, and then big drop. And right now we have a very extremely hot market. You can see that even the order, we cannot see all the trading that is happening right now, but because it's so much that is saturated the table. But we can see is that in the top 30 there are a fight now, brutal fight between the buyers and the sellers, and we are going to see where it's gonna go. is gonna go to this support that we drew yesterday. Seems like 67, around 67,500, let's say. We should have a stop first, and then we'll see what is the next thing. Let me check if the audio is good. I think so. I think everything is right. Okay, so what we can expect for the next hours, because now I think we are in the most spectacular opportunities, but extremely high volatility. And what do we have? For one side, we have the bullish people that they believe still that we can go 70,100 and 70,400, and the worst case 68,900. Okay, from the people that is expecting a big drop, they wait in the price at the 66,200, 64,600, and 58. For some reason, there is extremely high volatility down to the price, but we're gonna follow very closely because we can see that the hotter prices, the ones that they are mainly updated, are the 68,400 that they had 66 hits, the 70,400 33 hits, and let's see the 72,100 just right now is updated. From other side, we have the $58,000 with 205 bitcoins, $12 million at drop of 14% with 7 hits. But the hotter ones are 66,200 with 177 bitcoins and almost $12 million drop of minus 2%, 58 hits. And the 64,600 181 bitcoins, around $12 million also drop of 4%, 19 hits. And look, right now we have resistance at the 68,400 from the seller side. So right now, very hot moment, and I don't know what the hell why we have the 58, but there are some people that expect $58,000, and right now, you know, the order book is giving us the real-time sentiment of the market. So we know now, compared with few days ago, we have the 58 that we have to follow very closely. What I mean very close, I mean the order book. We have to follow in real time to really watch what is going on with this $58,000 that can be a great opportunity if we take at the right moment. So right now, we expect the bounce at 67,500 more or less, and but still we have seller pressure. So something happened. I don't know exactly which are the news, but doesn't matter. The important thing is like the market sell off at 70K, and that's a great news. In fact, it's a great news. Solana was 190 something dollars. That also we're gonna check in this stream. Let me check, because also was quite spectacular the prediction from yesterday. At least the range where there were the liquidity walls. The first one just cut like a knife, was a little bit higher, and the second one also cut like a knife, but then make it a support. And when we lose it, in fact this should be a little bit longer, then we had the big drop. So especially for altcoins, we have to follow the order book in real time, because as you know, it's cheaper to move the price. So for that reason is we have to follow more closely the order book. So next, let me see, what do we have next? We had the bounce already. Let me see, we went to 68,300, so we didn't touch yet the defensive wall we had at 67,500. Well, so we want to draw where we have the supports and resistance that surprisingly they are not moving right now. Very little. We have the 72,100, 70,400, and 68,700 as most prominent resistance, and then we keep the 58, 64, and 66 as supports. So let's go to draw it. Let me check how we have. This is, yes, Bitcoin. So what a spectacular day, so beautiful, almost well, we touched the 70k. Fantastic. This drop is nothing bad in my opinion. It's like totally healthy because a lot of people had a lot of profits at 70,000 already, so they decide to sell a little bit. And I think that's totally right because the volume is not so high, $70 billion. So it's nothing spectacular. The liquidity is quite low, in fact, compared with other days. And welcome to all Bitcoiners, Edgar is saying. So are you Bitcoin maximalist? I thought you also trading altcoins. Okay, so let's go for a 72-100 that we have around here. This is the extreme range in case there is a big move in the market. We have 400 Bitcoins right now. So this is going to be a strong resistance. Then we have the 70.4. 70.4 is a little bit higher than yesterday, in fact. So it's a little bit more bullish, this one. And this is 176, so very thin resistance. And then we have the 167 at 68,700. Okay, here we go. Can you follow the chart in the link I sent to you? It's totally different feeling when I'm doing the English videos. Respect the Spanish channel, right? The amount of people is totally different, and the comments. So here I feel more lonely. But I know that tomorrow when we go back to the Spanish channel, it's gonna be more people. But the cool part is like the English channel is growing. Now we are 67 subscribers. Thank you very much for all the subscribers and all the people that spend energy to click the like some seconds. And so let's go for the support. The support we have, we're gonna start first for the 66,200. So this is, the supports are lower, right? The supports are lower than yesterday. So we can have opportunity to buy some cheap Bitcoins in this region. So I'm gonna write, and this is gonna be 178. So very thin also. People start to go to holidays. So we have now great opportunities in my opinion, because now it's cheaper to move the price. So we can expect bigger move during August. And can be like I think high volatility, because I think what the market makers they're gonna try is to take as much Bitcoins as possible. But the way I publish in the Twitter also, that I think is quite powerful, that now in Hong Kong also they talking about the Bitcoin reserve. It's just a lawmaker, but I think this can be a common topic right now in different countries, to have a Bitcoin reserve, and that can pump crypto to the next level. I believe so. It's gonna be first going to take some liquidity, probably it's gonna take some liquidity. It's gonna be 66, 64, 58, I don't know, but there are good opportunities, I believe, to buy on that positions. So this will be the next one will be the 64. It's a kind of a grid what they did here. 64,600 will be around here. Great. And then we have the 58. 58 will be unbelievable around this region. Okay. Great. 58,000. Okay, here we go around this region, and it's very like 200 Bitcoins, not so much. I'm gonna do it 2 pixels. So how do you see the market right now? The funny part is that I think some people enter in the stream that they are new, so I'm happy with that. And let's go for the next step. Right now, what do we have is so how we're gonna play this information, because this 58, look, now it's in the second position. The 66 is getting more power. So obviously I believe the 58, they're gonna be a lower probability. now it's like 2 minutes that no one's trade. So basically I think there were some robots that they were triggered because we had a big drop, but they are here in the top 3, so deserve some respect right now. And we're gonna follow very closely. You know, if you want to have this information, just you have to go down below in the description of the video, and you have there the website link, the Twitter, and if you want to open a Bingx account, that you have up to $5,000 in rewards, and also non-KYC. So in 10 seconds you can open an account and you can start to trade Bitcoin, especially if you don't use fiat currencies. And if you want lower fees, you have Mexc. And if you open an account with Bingx or Mexc, you can go to the website, the Transfer Money community website, and here you can add your UID, and then you can have for free the website if you trade on one of these exchanges, if you open the account with the link down below in the video. So for me, the opportunities will be to enter in these prices, right? So which are the probabilities to have a bounce around this first one, 66,200? So now is the top one with 100, almost 200 Bitcoins, like around 13 million dollars. Look how it's getting more liquidity right now. I don't know what we have this expanding. Okay, now it's even worse because it's entering the next table. So this is, we're gonna separate and we're gonna do just 3 tables. So yeah, so the 66 now around 200, they are pushing the price up right now, but still we have sellers, not really powerful. So at some point it's gonna bounce, and maybe it's gonna be even, the first bounce is gonna be even faster than the 66,200. So we were saying like 67,500, around there. I think it's gonna be the first bounce, and from there we'll see the sentiment of the market. So the 67,500 will be like this, and obviously is technical support also, but it's so powerful, this strategy, following the order books and the tape, the time and price, that we don't need even to check the charts, right? Just we have all the summary in the order book. So we have the next bounce right now. Great. So this will be for me the situation for Bitcoin. So let's go for right now Solana. In Solana we have, is quite hot also the market. Congratulations to everyone in Solana. Today we pump quite nicely, and we touch what was the peak of Solana today. Let me check, because I think we were like 193.98, the highest. So that was quite nice. And let's go for today's price, what we can expect for the next 24 hours. So also, like in Bitcoin, we have a big possible drop. I think the probabilities are low, but always we have to consider that that can happen. So it's a great opportunity of buy. And I'm gonna try here to buy also at 153, just in case we have this big drop. And so let's go first for the highest, right? So we have 2 prices in the top 3. The top 3 prices that have more liquidity in the Bitcoin futures Binance exchange, that are the 214 and the 197.5. And these 2 prices are not so hot right now, because the 214 was updated 14 minutes ago and just have 1 hit, compared with the 197.5 that has 6 hits, and the 190 is super trade at 109 times since I have opened this website. So 190 is gonna be a resistance. This is quite clear to me, but it's not so much liquidity. This is the interesting point. It's just 12,000 Solanas, or $2.3 million at 1.8% higher. But what is gonna control the price is gonna be Bitcoin. And now the resistance is gonna be 68,600, and from the bottom still 67,500, pushing the prices up. So let's go for Solana and draw the lines, resistance, supports, or liquidity walls, as you want to call it, and then let's see which kind of trades we can do. So first of all, 171 is gonna be around here. 171, we're gonna draw this in green. 71 is here. Yeah, 71 is around here. This is gonna be the support with 21,000 Solanas, 3.6 million at minus 8% drop. So 21 is gonna be 2 pixels. It's not very strong, but good enough, or significant enough. Then we have the 165 around here. Okay, and this is 17,000, so I'm gonna move to 1 pixel, and then the 153, that will be a good trade, a good opportunity. 153 will be around here, right? Okay, that will be great. 1 pixel also. So from the top part, what do we have? So we have 190. This is the strongest one, and it's very close at 1.8% with $2.4 million. So we have a lot of pressure right now at 190. That's bad, because it's gonna have a lot of resistance to push the price up. Not a lot of resistance, sorry. 12,000 Solanas, that is not so much. For that reason, I draw just 1 pixel. But also it's gonna be, if we break it, it's gonna be a good support, I believe. Then we have some movement here. Now instead of 197, we have 192 with a lot of resistance. This is good, because this means, but it's disappearing. So nothing. We keep the same like before. 197.5 will be the next one. 197, that will be in the top 3 of liquidity in Binance futures for Solana. And this one is also below 20,000 Solana, so it's very thin also. And then we have the 214, that will be unbelievable powerful to break the $200 for Solana. That I believe that could be very close to the all-time high, right? Let's check it. Because Solana is, and also of course Bitcoin is about to break the all-time high. In Bitcoin, I think it's $74,300, and in Solana, let's check it, and this will be 31,000 Solanas with $6 million at 15% from the current price. So the top one was here at 210.18. So at that resistance, 214, will have a new all-time high for Solana. This is gonna be the exciting part, the euphoria part, when we start to break all-time highs in crypto finally, because in traditional markets already we broke all-time highs several times during this year. So okay, this is the situation right now in Solana. So we have this potential drop to 171 or even 165. Okay, so let's go 65, and even in the worst case, if something extraordinary happen, maybe can go to 153. Marcos, what do you think is the most likely to continue rising or falling to support? I don't know the direction, because the aggressive and passive sellers, they control the direction. What we know is the liquidity walls, or where there are a lot of liquidity and the price is gonna stop. So we know that. In other way, so my strategy with that information is basically orders to buy here and order to sell partially in the resistance, right? That's my strategy, because Marcos, I don't know which direction is gonna go, and a part of that, of course, can go up and down, right? So, but yeah, I understand you say the general direction because you want to enter now in the market. So I don't think now is a good moment to enter in the market. I think good moment with the information we have will be 185 in Solana, or right now is pushing the price down at 186.9 is pushing the price down. Okay, so let's talk about the current situation, right? So Marcos is asking a good question. So in my opinion will be to enter here in this point that is the 171, and this will be not a scalping, but you have to be on the market to check if there is a bounce or not. So this is a risky one, because not risky because it's at 8% drop, but for Solana can go even lower. That could be to 165. By the way, Marcos, are you asking about Solana or Bitcoin in this case? Because if I'm going to Bitcoin, right now there is a fight. This is pretty clear, and is obviously also in the chart. That, by the way, the link that you have in the chat is this chart. You can see exactly my lines drawing here, and also I'm gonna share my Solana. You talk about Solana. Okay, so let's go to Solana, and I'm gonna share with you my chart, not my chart, my signals. This is the chart of Solana, my chart of Solana, so you can see all the lines that I draw from long time ago. And yeah, so obviously the thing is, like, we are in a support, so the risk is high right now. If we go into the order book, what we can see is there is a support at 185 with 7,000 Solanas. That will be a scalping for me because it's not very strong. What I would like to see to enter with more security, and of course it depends on the risk you want to take. If you want to take more risk, probably 185 will be good. If you want to take less risk, then I will enter when the top 3 is closer than 1 or 0.5%, meaning that the top 3 is yellow or orange. So if it's here, will be sellers, so that means we'll be selling or taking profits, or in this case will be to buy. I don't know if I explained right. I think, Marcos, you are also from the Spanish channel, right? I don't know how many people is new here in the chat right now. Anyway, so with this information, because trading is hard, right? Is not hard, is like not so predictable, because we depend not 100%, but mostly from the aggressive sellers and buyers, right? So for me to reduce the risk is like swing in these supports, or swing, I mean buying swing here or selling swing here, and then for scalping will be to be closer to the top 10, 185 for example, in this case, right? Yep, I'm from the Spanish chat. Yeah, okay, great. Thank you very much to everyone that is coming here from the Spanish channel. And yeah, so this is the situation, right? Okay, so this is the situation right now, and we have the sellers keeping with pressure 3,000, but we have 185 7,000, right? Could you let us the Ethereum and Bitcoin? The Bitcoin is the first one. Okay, I'm gonna share. This is the Bitcoin, and the Ethereum I didn't use lastly, so, but I'm gonna also paste it here. This is Bitcoin, and then from Ethereum is this one. Okay, here we go. But Ethereum, I think we for so many days we didn't trade because I'm too bullish with Solana. I'm really bullish with Solana. Okay, so let's see, Bitcoin and then Solana, because right now you know that I'm doing a scalping, and I had an entry in 290 in Solana, so I'm in losses here right now. But I'm gonna share with you what I'm thinking to do, or which is my strategy. Okay, so we have 186, and then we have resistance 197, 190, 90, and 214. So I'm a little bit concerned that I have in the top 390, and I enter 190.1. So the thing is, because I'm going to sleep, I'm thinking about, and I'm not in profit right now, I want to put some take profits in case we have a bounce and I'm sleeping, I don't have time. So right now I have this trade I'm gonna share with you. This is the one that I'm using for the scalping robot, and I entered 190.1. So right now it's 186.757 and it's in losses 17%. So what I did right now is I open another position to protect the stop loss at 173.1, so I'm risking even more. And so and also I have a take profit at 100. When is the take profit? I think 194.9. Let me see. But we have this big one that is against me, the 190 here. But at least it's 12,000 Solanas. The web of transfer money use collapse all the time and have to continue refresh. I don't know if it's the web or my PC. How much memory do you have in your PC, Marty? That's 8 or 16 or more gigabytes. And the other thing is, how many tokens do you have open in the website? If it's crashing your website, just open one token at the same time. I recommend you to do that. And if you use which version do you use? Do you use this version, the version 2 or the version 3 version? Okay, so in this case, I don't like this 190, but I have the 197.5 and 195. So there is where I have my take profit right now, 194.9. So the 195, this one, the top 4. And but anyway, Marty, we are doing a lot of updates, so we'll have a bottom probably in the future, where in the website, where you can choose if you want maximum information or you want to reduce the information so the computer can handle more longer, right? And the other thing, Marty, is when is it stopping and how many process prices do you have? I don't know if you can hear me well. Anyway, so my strategy right now, take profit 194 and waiting if we are lucky, but right now seems we are not, because you see the buying pressure right now is very low at 185.8. So we have more selling pressure right now. So this one I'm gonna suffer a little bit with this position probably, and the funding rates are gonna be updated in 6 hours. Okay, so there we are good with that. So great. And you see right now there are not buyers. This is interesting. Just at 180 is far from the price right now. And it's interesting because normally there are some times that when they are not strong buyers, the price go up just to catch these prices sometime. Let's see what's happening now, because This is another thing I want to share with you. It's an old computer, but use only one token. So we'll check that, Marty, because we'll have the next website, the next version will be more efficient, you will see. So I don't, probably we're gonna release the next version at I think in August, and we're gonna do a transition between the old one and the new one. So you will see something like this is the one what we're using right now, transcend.money, and the new one will be new transcend money, new.transcend.money, and here we'll have the new information, okay? But it's still not functional yet, the new version. But just I let you know, Marty, because I see that you have some issues there. And if you can share how many gigabytes of RAM do you have, will be great. Okay, so my fight with Solana, right? So okay, right now we are 186.9, and my strategy. Let me see if I can draw it correctly. By the way, if you want to open an account in Mexc, you have the link down below, and also Bingx. Any of these two exchanges, you can open an account, and if you trade, you can have this website for free if you write here your UID. But have to be an exchange, Mexc or BitGet, open with these links. By the way, in Bingx is without KYC. In 10 seconds you can open with Google or an email. So, which is my situation right now? Right now I have this red trade, and but I want to share this. I want to share this with you because I opened a short. I had a short before, but I closed it in the bounce, right? So I don't know which is the time frame here. 5 minutes, 1 hour maybe will be clear. Yes, so here I had a short, right, at 100. Let me check. This is with the scalping bot, right? So I had let me see, this one will be, no, I had a short. This was from yesterday. Today was this one, right? So I entered at 192. No, cierre. 192.7. That I think, yeah, should be this one. And then because I put warranty gains, what happened? This is also interesting, I think, for just I want to share my experience. That look, because I let me put here in the trading view. So because I'm checking right now how to do a scalping bot, so I'm doing a lot of small trades, and so look this situation, because this happened to me a lot of times. Obviously, when you reduce the risk, then you have higher probabilities to get kicked out of the market, right? So I enter 192.7, something like this here. Anyway, something like this, and then I went down, and here I decide like I want to guarantee at least 3% gains, right? So because I put 3% gains with guarantee losses, when bounce up, close my short. But look how nice was this short. If I keep this short, I will be now in like 36% profits. But because I want to reduce risk, I closed my short. And even worse, I was traveling and I didn't check my last position, and the bot entered at 190 because some hours ago 190 was a support, but I didn't confirm it, and then I have this entry at 190, so I enter in long here in this support, and then went down against me. But I don't know if I could go because I was traveling, but maybe I could exit also with a little bit of profits. Anyway, so this is the thing. I think if we monitor the trade constantly, the probabilities are higher that we can extract benefits. And the other thing is like sometimes we have to take more risk. The thing is like if we take more risk, if we let the entry go negative for longer, the probabilities to have a higher profits, they are higher than if we going more defensive and we're going with a stop loss with a guaranteed gains. So this is what I think. I don't know if you have this same experience or not with your trades. So I think that's quite interesting, because then yeah, because I think there are like two strategies, right? Increase the risk and be longer in a negative trade, so you can have a bigger opportunity to have a big bounce, because normally the price is gonna check the last point, right? Even if it's going lower or higher. And if you're doing short trades, then scalping is okay, you have to do more. And so at the end, I don't know which is more risky. That will be cool when we have the simulation ready and we can see in the strategies which are the most successful strategies when we start with the simulation in different tokens and with different strategies. That's, I think, is gonna be pretty cool. Okay, so then right now I have another situation, right? So because there is a chance that the price can go hard to 70. Well, you see now it's 28 minutes. They're getting colder, these positions, but also the 171. So let's see, because it seems the sentiment of the market is now readjusting. You see, right now we don't have so much movement because there are not so many top 30 of prices with liquidity close to the price. As you can see now, we have 3-4 sellers against 2 buyers, strong ones, top 30, right? And so which is my challenge right now? Because this is real trading, right? Sometimes we're gonna have open positions that are gonna be red. So which is my challenge right now, or what I have to decide? What I have to decide is if it's going to the first support, 171, what's gonna happen? So, and also I could open a short also to cover my long that is losing right now, right? Because I have this resistance here, the 190 with 12,000, and then I have against the 71 with 21,000, right? So the 71 for me right now, how will be? 71 will be, let me see. The 71 will be for me, let me check, from my current entry to the 71 will be liquidation, right? I have liquidation at 71.8. For that reason, I have another entry, 173, to average my price between these two, right? So if the price is going to 171, I will enter again in the market long, because I think there will be more chances to bounce, but it's not 100% guarantee. And then my average price will be around 181, because I'm gonna enter with similar position. So the average will be in the middle. And then I will have, I can move up to 164, something like that. 164, maybe I will cover the second support right now. That will be this one. And then, but I'm entering with more capital, so I'm taking more risk. But this is one strategy I'm gonna take. So then, with this second entry, what I'm gonna do is to extend the room until where I can go. Because if, let's see, is more or less half, that is around here, we say is 164, right? 49. 100, let's say 165.5. 165.5. That will be, let's say, maybe no liquidation, but dangerous point already, right? Because you know that it's better don't let the price liquidate by the exchange. It's better to make a stop loss. So at this point, I will be from my entry to down 13%, and from the current price is about 11%, let's say. So I'm in the risky zone of liquidation for Solana, because Solana can drop 11% easily. In fact, we can see that 153 is there. So I'm right now in a trade, and I'm looking for if the market is going against me. In case if the market is going with me, so we're gonna try first the 190 and then the 195. So in these two is gonna be a resistance. So and these are hot ones, you see, they are updated a lot, 160 times, 118 times. So there are a lot of traders in the 190, 195, and then the call one at 214. So in case of the bullish scenario, I have take profit of everything at 195, 194.9. So that means from my current position, that will be 2% profits, 2.5% by 10x, 25% profits. In the case I is dropping to 171, then I will be average price around here, and then that will be around 7%, 10x. I am 10x, so it's 70% profits. Okay, but with this strategy where I'm taking all the profits, what is going to happen is like I don't have the chance to go to 214. So ideally, and here is where I have a little bit the challenge, no? If you want to be more defensive, or you want to go more offensive and go for higher gains, right, in this specific trade. So for defensive, I think ideally will be immediately I have a little bit of gains to put a stop loss with guarantee gains, but normally it's going back to recheck the price. So normally you are out at 3-5% profits. Instead, if you let the price going down, sometimes you can go like really high, like 30, 50, 100%, right? So that's the challenge. More risk. So going back to negative normally is giving you more chances to have higher profits. In case of going more defensive, from my experience, you can explain me your experience in the chat. From my experience, if you're going more defensive, like a stop loss with guaranteed gains, so you get out of the market at the first retest of the where you enter, more or less. So this is my opinion of what is happening right now in the markets and my position. So we're gonna end the video here. I reminds you what all the links. So we have the Transit Money website, is transit.money, and also we have the Twitter. The Twitter is mostly in Spanish, but probably we're gonna do also in English if the English community expand. And this is the Twitter. You can see here the right information. Don't go to a Twitter that is false, it's a copy. And then if you want to open in Bingx an account that is totally for free, and in 10 seconds you can open with Google or with your email, and you have up to $5,000. And if you use that UID, user identifier, here in the free membership, if you trade in Bingx, you can be pro. So you can have the pro version of the website very easily, because in Bingx you just need to trade $5,000 instead of 10,000 in Mexc. And if you want Mexc because you want lower fees, here you have the link, but most of the countries you have KYC. So thank you very much. I wish you very good luck, because the market is still very hot right now, and let's see how crazy it's gonna be this week. Seems that we have a lot of volatility, but I think I'm still bullish, even if we're going down a little bit in the market. So thank you very much. Have a very good luck with your trades, health, love and wealth, and see you in the